Wilfrid Gabriel de Glehn was a British Impressionist painter whose artistic contributions reflected a harmonious blend of English and continental influences. Known for his vibrant use of colour, dynamic compositions, and a penchant for capturing the fleeting effects of light, de Glehn's works resonate with the ethos of late 19th and early 20th century art. His career, often overshadowed by the towering presence of his close friend John Singer Sargent, nonetheless stands as a testament to his distinct creative voice and technical prowess. Wilfrid de Glehn was born on October 9, 1870, in Sydenham, Kent, into a family of mixed heritage. His father, Alexander de Glehn, was of French-German descent and worked as a railway engineer. His mother, Annette Helen de Glehn, was English, imbuing Wilfrid with a rich cultural duality that would later influence his artistic vision. The family valued education and the arts, encouraging young Wilfrid to explore his creative talents. De Glehn pursued formal art education at the Royal Academy Schools in London, where he received rigorous training in drawing, composition, and painting. The institution's curriculum emphasized classical techniques, but the vibrant art scene of London exposed de Glehn to emerging modern movements, which piqued his interest. He furthered his studies in Paris, where he was immersed in the Impressionist milieu, solidifying his love for plein-air painting and the dynamic portrayal of light. De Glehn's career began in the shadow of the Impressionist revolution, which was redefining the boundaries of traditional art. His early works reflected the academic training he received, but also hinted at the looser brushwork and brighter palette that would later characterize his mature style. A pivotal moment came when he met John Singer Sargent in the mid-1890s. The two artists quickly developed a close friendship that would last decades. Sargent, an established painter renowned for his technical brilliance and society portraits, recognized de Glehn's talent and invited him to collaborate on various projects. Their camaraderie was both personal and professional, as they shared a mutual appreciation for Impressionist aesthetics and plein-air painting. One of their most notable collaborations occurred during Sargent's commission to paint the murals for the Boston Public Library in the late 1890s. De Glehn assisted in the project, honing his technical skills and gaining invaluable experience in large-scale compositions. Italy held a special place in de Glehn's artistic journey. His trips to Florence, Venice, and the Italian countryside inspired some of his most luminous works. The interplay of light and shadow in the Italian landscape and the architectural grandeur of its cities deeply influenced his painting style. In Florence, he painted alongside Sargent and other contemporaries, capturing the essence of the Arno River, sunlit piazzas, and lush gardens. These works revealed his growing confidence in his artistic voice, characterized by vibrant colors and a keen ability to depict the subtleties of natural light. A significant turning point in de Glehn's life came in 1904, when he married Jane Erin Emmet, an American painter and member of the prominent Emmet family. Jane, a talented artist in her own right, became both a muse and collaborator. The couple shared a deep bond and often painted side by side during their travels across Europe and the United States. Jane frequently appeared in Wilfrid's works, not as a mere model, but as a dynamic presence that embodied his artistic ideals. Their shared passion for art enriched their marriage, making their personal and professional lives inseparable. Together, they created a circle of intellectual and artistic engagement that included prominent figures of the time. The early 20th century marked a period of flourishing creativity for de Glehn. He exhibited widely, earning critical acclaim and establishing a reputation as a painter of landscapes, portraits, and genre scenes. His works, often set in idyllic outdoor environments, captured moments of leisure, camaraderie, and the simple pleasures of life. De Glehn's palette grew brighter during this time, reflecting the influence of Impressionism and Post-Impressionism. His brushwork became more fluid, and his compositions more spontaneous, imbuing his works with a sense of immediacy. Paintings such as The Terrace at San Vigilio and The Morning Room showcase his ability to balance vibrant colors with nuanced tonalities, creating scenes that feel both dynamic and serene. De Glehn's friendship with Sargent remained a cornerstone of his career. The two artists frequently traveled together, painting en plein air in picturesque locations across Europe. These trips were as much about artistic exploration as they were about personal enjoyment, filled with laughter, spirited conversations, and mutual encouragement. Sargent's influence on de Glehn extended beyond technique. Sargent's stature as an artist opened doors for de Glehn, providing opportunities for exhibitions and commissions. However, de Glehn maintained a distinct style, blending Sargent's emphasis on light and form with his unique sensibilities. Their camaraderie is immortalized in works such as Sargent's A Dinner Table at Night, which features Wilfrid and Jane de Glehn. This painting not only captures their close relationship, but also reflects the bohemian spirit of their artistic circle. While de Glehn enjoyed professional success, his career was not without challenges. The outbreak of World War I disrupted the idyllic lifestyle he and Jane had cultivated. The war brought financial strain, limited travel opportunities, and a somber atmosphere that influenced his work. Despite these difficulties, de Glehn continued to paint, often focusing on portraits and smaller-scale works that provided a semblance of normalcy. The post-war period saw shifts in the art world, with modernist movements gaining prominence. De Glehn, rooted in the traditions of Impressionism, faced the challenge of staying relevant amidst these changing trends. However, his commitment to his artistic vision and technical mastery allowed him to adapt without compromising his style. The conclusion of World War I marked a period of reinvigoration for Wilfrid de Glehn, both personally and professionally. Though the war had brought significant challenges, de Glehn emerged with a renewed dedication to his art. He resumed traveling extensively with his wife Jane, returning to the landscapes of France, Italy, and Spain that had inspired him early in his career. These travels provided the backdrop for a series of works that epitomized his ability to capture the vibrancy of light and color. One recurring theme in de Glehn's post-war paintings was the depiction of gardens and pastoral scenes. Works such as Garden at La Mortola and The Pergola, Aix-en-Provence demonstrate his mastery of creating luminous, idyllic atmospheres. These pieces, rich with warm tones and intricate details, convey a sense of tranquility and optimism, reflecting a world recovering from conflict. In addition to landscapes, de Glehn focused on interiors and portraits, frequently using Jane as his subject. These works reveal his attentiveness to human emotion and his ability to infuse his subjects with life and warmth. His skillful rendering of texture and light made his portraits particularly sought after by patrons. Jane de Glehn continued to play an integral role in her husband's art. As a partner and muse, her presence became a defining feature of many of his compositions. Her inclusion in his works often went beyond traditional portraiture, as she was portrayed reading, sketching, or enjoying the surroundings, emphasizing her active role in their shared creative endeavors. Their partnership also extended to exhibitions and social engagements, where Jane's charisma complemented Wilfrid's quieter demeanor. Together, they fostered an environment of artistic collaboration, hosting gatherings for artists, writers, and intellectuals in their homes. During the interwar years, de Glehn's reputation as an accomplished painter solidified. He exhibited his works at prestigious institutions such as the Royal Academy of Arts in London and the Paris Salon. His pieces were lauded for their technical brilliance and emotional depth, resonating with collectors and critics alike. One notable exhibition was his solo show at the Leicester Galleries in London, which featured a collection of his landscapes, portraits, and genre scenes. This exhibition not only highlighted the diversity of his oeuvre, but also reinforced his position as a leading figure in British Impressionism. De Glehn's connection to artistic circles extended internationally, with exhibitions in the United States further elevating his profile. American collectors, drawn to his vibrant style and refined compositions, became an important audience for his works. While de Glehn was heavily influenced by his travels, the English countryside also became a significant source of inspiration in his later years. The landscapes of Cornwall, the Cotswolds, and other rural regions provided serene settings for many of his paintings. Works such as Cornish Coastline and The Garden Path capture the unique light and character of these locales, blending his impressionist sensibilities with an English pastoral charm. De Glehn's ability to adapt his style to different environments showcased his versatility. Whether painting the golden hues of Mediterranean sunlight or the soft, diffused light of the English countryside, he maintained a consistent ability to evoke mood and atmosphere. The rise of modernism in the early 20th century posed challenges for artists rooted in Impressionism and its derivatives. While de Glehn admired the innovations of some modernist movements, he remained committed to the principles of representational art. His work reflected an enduring belief in the beauty of the natural world and the power of art to capture its essence. Rather than attempting to emulate modernist trends, de Glehn focused on refining his own style. His dedication to his artistic vision earned him respect from both traditionalists and progressive artists, allowing him to maintain relevance despite the shifting art landscape. As de Glehn entered his later years, his pace slowed, but his commitment to painting never waned. The couple settled in Wiltshire, where they continued to paint and enjoy the pastoral surroundings. De Glehn's works from this period reflect a mature confidence in his craft, characterized by a softening of his palette and an increased focus on intimate, contemplative scenes. One of his final projects involved a series of watercolors, a medium he had long admired for its immediacy and transparency. These works, often depicting gardens and rural settings, reveal his continued fascination with light and color. His mastery of watercolor placed him among the foremost practitioners of the medium in his time. De Glehn's artistic legacy is closely tied to his role as a bridge between traditional Impressionism and the evolving trends of early 20th century art. His works serve as a reminder of the enduring appeal of Impressionist techniques and their ability to convey timeless beauty. Wilfrid de Glehn passed away on May 11, 1951, at the age of 80. His death marked the end of a remarkable career that spanned over 5 decades and left a lasting impact on the art world. Jane survived him and continued to advocate for their shared artistic legacy. While de Glehn's works were sometimes overshadowed by his contemporaries, particularly John Singer Sargent, his contributions to British art have since garnered renewed appreciation. Today, his paintings are held in major collections, including the Tate in London and the National Portrait Gallery. Wilfrid de Glehn's art embodies a profound appreciation for the beauty of the everyday. His ability to capture light, color, and atmosphere with sensitivity and technical skill places him among the notable painters of his era. Whether portraying sunlit terraces in Italy, the serene gardens of England, or the quiet intimacy of domestic life, de Glehn's works invite viewers into a world of grace and tranquility. In reflecting on his life and career, it is clear that Wilfrid de Glehn was not merely a follower of Impressionism, but a master in his own right. His art continues to inspire, offering a window into a world where beauty is celebrated in all its forms.